Let's bring in for her reaction Senate Judiciary Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, it's great to have you on. Thank you so much for joining us this Friday evening. So your reaction to the news that the Supreme Court will hear the Trump team's appeal of the Colorado ban on Trump, trying to remove Trump from the state ballot. What's your reaction?
I am pleased that the court is going to take this up. I have no doubt that they are going to side with President Trump in this. We need to get past these ridiculous charges of state officials trying to deny the people of their state the ability to vote for the candidate of their choice. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. I thought what happened in Maine was just so absurd, Liz. The fact that you have someone, not an attorney, an appointed state official, and comes along and makes this decision and says, okay, Mainers, you're not going to be able to even cast a vote or have your say about Donald Trump running for president.
But the president today, just a few hours ago, gave a speech saying, quote, MAGA Republican voters are a threat to democracy.
And we know that that is incorrect. When I talk with Tennesseans, what they tell me is they want to see people in Washington, D.C. who are elected officials, who are also individuals that are appointed by administrations. They want them to abide by the Constitution. They want them to abide by the rule of law. And what we have seen the Democrats carry out is not something that is in support of protecting our freedoms and liberties. It is all a power play. They are so ready to grab power and hold that power. They would like to have one party rule, one party in power, two tiers of justice, and two tiers of treatment by the federal government, and diminish the rights and liberties and freedoms of hard-working Tennesseans and indeed hard-working Americans.
You know, Senator, we want to get to the Jeffrey Epstein case in just a second.
Yeah.
There's this news coming in. Fox News' Brooke Sigmund wrote a report that a top prosecutor on special counsel Jack Smith's team, he's Ray Holzer, he previously recommended that the FBI shut down investigations into the Clinton Foundation in 2016, that apparently there was illegal donations coming in to the Clinton Foundation to buy influence with Hillary Clinton during her presidential campaign. There were 3 FBI offices investigating the Clinton Foundation, but apparently this member of Special Counsel Smith's team shut that down. What do you think?
That does not surprise me at all to hear that. When I was in the House and at Energy and Commerce Committee, we had done oversight of the Clinton Foundation, and we were really surprised that Charity Navigator had rated them so low, and that most of their money went into overhead and not to the charities. And as you remember, Liz, they had to go back and pay 10 years of back taxes on some of their donations and their tax filings. Now, this should have been investigated, and we were surprised that DOJ did not follow through with that investigation. I think it is time for that investigation to be reopened and to look at what happened around the Clinton Foundation.
You've been asking Senator Dick Durbin, moving on to the Jeffrey Epstein case. Dick Durbin is chairman of Senate Judiciary. He's not honoring your request for a subpoena to get the unredacted flight logs for Jeffrey Epstein's plane. You want justice for the victims. You want transparency for the American people. Why is he blocking that? Because we've got this news coming in. The documents indicate one Epstein victim, a teenage minor, said she was trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein to, quote, prominent American politicians to obtain potential blackmail information. This is really damaging. Why are you being blocked here?
We would hope that Senator Durbin will be true to his word that he has recently said he would work with me on this. He has blocked 2 previous requests. I don't know why they're doing that. We have had such a surge in human and sex trafficking in this country. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation tells us that a child is bought or sold for sex every 2 minutes in this country. Human trafficking has become a $150 billion a year business over just the last few years. We need to know who was affiliated with Jeffrey Epstein, who he was working with. We have to begin to break apart these human trafficking, sex trafficking rings, getting access to Ghislaine Maxwell's Black Book, to those flight logs, to the information that the FBI has, the video footage they have, the depositions they have, finding out why they're not following through on the leads that the victims have given to them. They've really slow walked this. This is just horrible conduct on behalf of the FBI. And Liz, we're going to stay on top of this. We intend to get that information and begin to break apart these trafficking rings.
Got it. Senator Blackburn, we'll stay on the story. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
You got it. Take care.
Okay.